Hello everyone, my name is Mariam Mokhtar. A private alumni dinner at St. Michael's Institution in Ipoh, where only adults was present. There were no students because it was held outside of school hours, and yet this event has become the focus of national moral outrage. Wine glasses at a fundraising dinner suddenly became a political crisis. But first, let me tell you about St. Michael's Institution, or SMI, as it is commonly known. SMI is a mission school owned by the LaSalle brothers, and SMI is also my school, where I did my sixth form. SMI, as it is known, is my alma mater. The government pays teachers' salaries, but alumni events are private. Alumni fundraising is essential for repairing buildings. Okay, the money collected is for repairing buildings, maintaining programs, and supporting students. Without this support, mission schools struggle to survive. And I'm not just talking about SMI, I'm talking about mission schools throughout the nation. Last month, on 27 September, the school had a dinner, but it was the allegations about that dinner that have now come up in Parliament. Nearly 800 alumni gathered responsibly, and yet past politicians labelled it as a Pesta alcoholic festival. Adults sharing a drink suddenly became a scandal. No one is forced to drink, okay? An evening of fundraising was recast as a national moral crisis. Perhaps PATH would like to contribute to the students' welfare from its bloated coffers. But I forgot, okay? SMI is a mission school, therefore haram, PATH cannot contribute. Nevertheless, the whole issue smacks of political opportunism, and this is a familiar pattern. Political moral policing to score points, from stewardesses' dress codes to nurses' uniforms to banning alcohol on MAS flights. PATH leverages morality to showcase piety and distract from real issues. And meanwhile, the ritual Korban during Hari Raya Haji, psychologically traumatic for many children, receives little scrutiny. The slaughter of cows and serving of beef in schools is an insult to all Hindus. This is a serious issue. Why is PATH silent? The past politicians labelled the raffle at the fundraising event last month as gambling. They called the dinner of the former old boys and old girls of the school a Pesta. Now, what was the government response? Well, senior ministers jumped onto this tiny moral panic, elevating a private dinner to national scrutiny. And meanwhile, real issues like the violence, the bullying, sexual abuse remain largely unaddressed in our schools. And here's what happens in schools, which is both absurd and hypocritical. 2 years ago, I think it was, during school hours, children witnessed mock military exercises. They carried guns and had mock running battles as if in warfare. That was acceptable. However, adults enjoying an evening responsibly, now that was scandalous. The inconsistency is glaring, and common sense has taken a backseat to spectacle. So let's touch on the systemic issues in mission schools. Our mission schools, like I said, nationwide, okay, face chronic underfunding. Alumni donations cover repairs, programs, and basic survival, and yet they are publicly chastised for raising funds through private dinners. Supporting schools now have become a political liability. So what is being done right now by politicians is the scrutiny of the rights of the minority. With elections approaching in Sabah, minority rights are vulnerable. Today, it's a private alumni dinner. Tomorrow, the principle of school autonomy could be quietly eroded. Observers, take note. Political grandstanding has consequences for civil society. And so, the big question is, where is the public accountability? It is, of course, an elegant theatre. Pass tosses a pebble, ministers leap to the ripples. Adults sharing a drink responsibly is not the problem. Opportunism is. Malaysians are watching closely, and this performance has not gone unnoticed. So what is the call to civil action? Adults sharing a drink responsibly is not a crisis. Real governance focuses on children's safety, school funding, and societal priorities. Raise a glass, not in fear, but for courage, reason, and leadership that truly protects our schools and future generations. Raise a glass for SMI. The school alumni did not do anything wrong. The problem is not alcohol. The violence in our schools, the stabbings, the gang rapes, the bullying, sexual harassment in our schools, and poor discipline are some of the problems that both students and teachers face. The problem lies with the politicians who create issues or problems where there are none, and the ministers who jump onto the political bandwagon. Thank you for listening. Speak to you soon. If you like my videos, please press like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please also visit my Patreon channel if you wish to sponsor me. Thank you.